What's goody? What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You know, we been driving this car for a couple days, and I finally broke it. Didn't break it bad, didn't break the motor or anything like that, but I did lose second gear. So the way I lost second gear, I was trying to race this Kia Stinger. If you will watch my last video, at the end I was racing this Kia Stinger. Try to do digs, and I thought I could pedal it, but that horsepower in this car kicked in so bad that it just shattered second gear. And now the trans is like grinding, not grinding, but you can hear the pieces rumbling around in there. So I bought another trans for this car. I'll go over to the Mini Cooper. So I bought a B16A trans from off one of my buddies. Shout out to Eric for that. It has a LSD already in it. My trans didn't have a LSD. My trans had a welded diff. There's a huge difference. There's a big, huge difference between a welded diff and an LSD. So that should help me with a lot of that torque steer, hopefully. And then we're gonna try to get a traction bar in the front. I just ordered it last night to try to get a welded plate onto that as well and get all that situated. Right now, I'm just gonna pull the transmission and do a little transmission swap so we can get the car rolling for this weekend coming up. But other than that, that's pretty much it, man. Oh, and then I'm also selling the Camaro possibly today. I was talking to one of my buddies. He really wants it. He knows that the clutch is out on it. So he just said, I gave it to him for like dirt cheap, and he really wants the car. So we worked out a deal to possibly sell him the car today, and he's gonna bring his trailer and come pick it up. So I'm waiting for him to hit me back. And then once he hits me back, we'll probably finalize a couple things and the car will be his. And I'll probably be gone. So hate to say it, but yeah, the Turbo Camaro might be leaving today. And then we got to get this thing running again. I got gauge power holder that I just got in the mail, waiting for my chick to bring them so I can install that as well, because they're in her car. And then that's pretty much it. So the only thing we're doing today is a diff. This is gonna be, it's easier than any other car for me. I don't care what anybody say, but it's still a pain that I have to do it. I know what I did when I came off the clutch way too fast, and the gear, I didn't shift completely into the gear. So when I came off the clutch, I gave it gas and it just annihilated that gear. The second is the only gear I'm missing. This is a B18 B trans out of a Integra Acura. I mean, out of Acura Integra. So it has longer gear ratios, and then that one has shorter gear ratios. So we'll see how the car likes those two. Will like that one, that new transmission. But like I said, it has an LSD, so that'll help me with a lot of that torque steer, because the car was doing one of these as I mashed on the gas. So let's get to it. All right, so I got most of the stuff pulled off. We got the charge pipe off. We disconnected the hydro cable or hydro clutch line and all that. Disconnected a bunch of the negatives that is connected to the transmission. I'm about to disconnect the starter. I think first I'm gonna do the axles while the car's on the ground. That's like the best thing to do. So I got my 32 right here. Let me get my breaker bar. That's like the best thing to do for when you do like the clutch. And the best way to do it is do the axles while the car's on the ground, because once the car goes up, you're gonna have it's gonna be a headache, trust me. So it's the best way to do it. So I'm gonna need two hands for this. Try to post this up somewhere. God damn. We add some more pipe. Always gotta have more pipe. Yes, sir. There we go. That's one thing I hate doing is axles. You always gotta like re-notch them and all that luxurious stuff. But that one's off. All we gotta do is get it out. Go to the other side. So we got down all the way down to getting the starter off. Right now all we have to do is unbolt the trans and we'll be able to pull it, unbolt the trans mount. Right now we got the axles all the way, almost all the way out, but I have to remove the wheel. I went ahead and removed the axles out the middle of the spindle so I can get the axles out. Now I have to get under the car, remove 3 14mm bolts so I can remove the drive shaft, and we're gonna remove the linkage, and then we can start pulling out the transmission. So let me get under this car and do that. There's 14mm bolts right here that I gotta remove for the drive shaft. Plus I gotta remove this linkage, but there's like an Allen key bolt right here that I gotta remove, but this one's already off. I took this one off to put the car in park. But other than that, we're gonna get to taking all this off, and then I'll show you the process of removing the whole transmission. All right, so we got the linkage all disconnected. We got the bottom 2 17s removed, the T-bracket bolts removed of here. Right now I'm draining the diff fluid out. This stuff stinks. I'm draining that out so we can remove the transmission. So next I gotta go up there and disconnect all the mounts, put a jack under here, and then we can start slowly lowering the transmission, trying to get it out. Taking it out is pretty easy, but I think putting it back in will be a little bit harder. For me, it's always harder. Stabbing it was a little harder. But let's go to the top. You can see. So I got this 17 here, then I got 17 here. It's a 17 here, that's 3. Then there's like one more 17 somewhere down here. Yes sir, right here. So then remove this 17 and should be good to pull it. So boys, in the midst of pulling my transmission, you won't believe what just happened. It's finally happened, finally came. The Camaro's gone. If you don't believe me, I'm telling you, man, let me answer the phone real quick. The Camaro is gone. It is finally gone. So from this point forward, we're just gonna be building the Honda. Right now I'm about to order a bunch of stuff for the Honda, try to get this thing all safety and figure it out so that we can make it go straight. But it's crazy. I can't like believe it, the Camaro is actually gone. I know the dude that bought it, he was kind of worried that the transmission might be fucked up with it. You know, I know he was like all sketched, but the car was good. It just needed a clutch. I really couldn't do it anymore, man. I'm just done with it, like, you know. So right now my main focus is the Civic. Next to go is the STI. We're gonna try to get rid of this car next, and then that'll be it. I'll just have the Civic, and then the Mini Cooper is my daily. Other than that, I just realized, man, like, me and my buddy Jared was talking on the phone, and it's crazy how bold people are in the race community to, like, in a group chat, like they'll say like, oh, they're gonna beat you, but they won't race you when they see you in person. And that shit's toxic, bro. I don't understand why people are so scared to lose to a car that's, like, you know, built just like theirs. Like, if you spend a lot of money into your car, not even a lot of money, if you spend a lot of time into your car and you feel your car is fast and somebody asks you to race, you don't have to race. I get it, but don't go and talk shit about somebody else's car, and then when they ask you to race, you're scared to race them. Like, don't do that, man. That is, like, very toxic. I hate when people do that. Like, my Civic, like, it only makes 600, right? So I race cars that make 800 horsepower, like 750 and above. 750, 850 is my range of cars I race. If I catch somebody that makes 800, I really want to race them because I feel it would be a good race for my car. I feel like I want to see where my car sits against that 800 horsepower car. Now that guy that makes 800, I'm like, hey man, you want to race? He's like, oh no, I'm not gonna lose against the Civic. Forget that, bro. I'm good. Cool. We leave it there. But then later on, you go and you be like, yeah, your car is slow. It will never beat my car. But I literally asked you to race. Like, I never got that. Why do people do that? Like, people in this state do that so much. Like, they won't race you because of certain things. Like, I'm gonna race anybody. Like, if you want to see where your car sits against my car, cool, just let me know that and I'll race you, bro. Like, I'm not scared to race anybody. Like, some people just don't know how to lose. Like, they parents sheltered them and they just don't know how to lose at all. And it's freaking hilarious. So, but back to getting this transmission out. I drained the oil out the transmission. Now I want to get the jack up under it, and we're gonna try to lower it and disconnect the mount so we can get this thing out. And then we have 3 bolts at the top to still take out. So hopefully we can get this thing all the way out. Let's do it. All right, so got the trans in, kind of skipped everything because it was late at night, and then trying to rush it because the car was hanging out the garage. I know she was tired, so kind of got the trans in now. Right now we're about to go get more fittings and go to Yearwood and cash this check for the Camaro. So you guys get to come along with me today. All right, I went to the bank, cashed the check. Now we at Yearwood Performance. Yes, sir.
That's the little one. Yeah. All right.
Would y'all happen to have a shift light? Sell them at all?
Do you have a trigger for it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I was just gonna go off the ignition coil wire. Does that not work?
Well, okay. So I have like this stuff here. And then I have the tech in the center with the shift light around it.
Yeah.
You can do that. And then if you do the little quick lights, just a little light like that, you have to have a trigger though.
As far as trigger, like what? Like,
it's a little box that'll take a pill that'll give a 12-volt output when you hit rev limiter.
oh shit.
Well, not rev limiter, but shift.
Like a
schedule.
distributor cap? No?
No, not really. It's a specific box.
Oh fuck. There ain't none that I can just plug into like the coil wire.
Let me double check.
Just run like power ground, and then it's like
yeah, because you just want the shift light, right? You don't need a
yeah.
tag or anything
I
like that.
don't need a tag. I just need the light.
Yeah, let me double check this one here.
Yeah.
Make sure this will work. Yeah.
If it works for a V8, then it should work for a Honda.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just double check.
All right. He's double checking. No, as far as we need a 6 AN line. What is this? 6 AN 60 degree. And we need like a 45. We sell 45s at all. 30 degree. We need a 45. Where the fuck is the 45? Okay. 45. We'll probably buy a foot of hose for this. Then what else do we need? We got a list of stuff that we're supposed to be getting here. Let's see. Got a list of stuff I need. Shift light we're getting now. Fuel hose I'm about to buy. Get that tomorrow. 10 AN bung. We need a 45 10 AN bung. See if we can find that real quick. Got the Honda manual transmission fluid. Takes 2 quarts. I bought an extra quart just in case it takes a little bit more. I'm gonna take the bung out just to see. Wait until it spills over. Well, we got everything from Yearwood. We're gonna go back and install all this stuff. I gotta Can't believe I just spent 200 bucks on a shift light, but I'm really gonna need it, so it'll come in handy. It will come in handy. So, oh, this one's a tax signal too. It's pretty dope. I should have just bought one online, but I need one for tonight, so I'll spend the 200 bucks on it. But we're gonna go home and install all this stuff, so let's get back to the house. So put the fuel gauge back on. Got my E85 sensors installed, not plugged up, but it's installed. We'll probably finish wiring that up probably tomorrow. Also got my shift light in. Got my new gauge holder. I just went ahead and just threw this stuff in while I had time to do it. We're supposed to be racing tonight. I'm supposed to be racing a 600 horsepower S2000 and a DSM that I don't know what it makes, but I guess one of my buddy want to race me. So we got those two cars we're probably gonna do some runs with tonight. Hopefully get some good footage in. Right now I'm just trying to make sure this tack light works. Well, not make sure it works, make sure it's connected to the car, because it's flashing. It's bright, man. So it's on. Just gotta put this gauge right there. Don't feel like doing it right now because I have to unsolder everything. So that's in there. Just gotta grab a couple of zip ties, and this is done. Like I was telling y'all, we was gonna take the car out last night and give it a couple pulls and stuff like that against a Neon and DSM, but we having a problem where this coupler, that one right there, keeps blowing off. So I tightened it up this side. You see where the bead's at. I tightened it up on this side, it blows past that. I tightened up on that side. Well, I fixed the coupler again, tightened up on that side blows off. So what me and Josh are probably gonna do, we're gonna probably weld a 90-degree bend right there, and then put like just a straight coupler so it can just be able to just tighten up just like that. Right now we're waiting on the 90-degree 2.5 inch to 3 inch to come in the mail. Also have the PWM boost kit on the way, so we could go to a 4-port boost solenoid. So we got that coming on the way as well. Other than that, this car drives perfectly fine. So the transmission really helped. It does have short gears. That's the only downfall about this transmission. Yeah, it's really short gears. I had a LS trans, so the gears were way longer. We actually got that shift light installed and everything, so we're kind of working around everything. So we're trying to get all this stuff fixed up so we can take the car out to PFI. They're expecting my company. That's exactly what he said. He said, we're expecting your company. So me and my buddy Jared, I got him, I kind of pulled strings that got him in as well. We're going to go to PFI, and we're going to get our cars. Well, I'm going to go get my car turned up, and he wants to get his car turned up a little bit too, so he can make 6. I'm trying to make more than 6. Holy shit, it's a bee in there. See if you can see it. Oh look, it's a bee in there. It's dead, but it's a bee in there. Looked like a wasp actually. But I'm trying to go get my car turned up, and then he's trying to get his car turned up a little bit so he can make 6. He's still on stock motor, I'm on built motor, so it's not really wise for him to get it turned up a lot. So we're trying to get it turned up. Hopefully my car makes a lot. Jesus, when did this happen? What in the world? My fender's like bent. When was this? Like I was telling y'all, we was gonna take the car out last night and give it a couple pulls and stuff like that against a Neon and DSM, but we having a problem where this coupler, that one right there, keeps blowing off. So I tightened it up this side. You see where the bead's at. I tightened it up on this side, it blows past that. I tightened up on that side. Well, I fixed the coupler again, tightened up on that side blows off. So what me and Josh are probably gonna do, we're gonna probably weld a 90-degree bend right there, and then put like just a straight coupler so it can just be able to just tighten up just like that. Right now we're waiting on the 90-degree 2.5 inch to 3 inch to come in the mail. Also have the PWM boost kit on the way, so we could go to a 4-port boost solenoid. So we got that coming on the way as well. Other than that, this car drives perfectly fine. So the transmission really helped. It does have short gears. That's the only downfall about this transmission. Yeah, it's really short gears. I had a LS trans, so the gears were way longer. We actually got that shift light installed and everything, so we're kind of working around everything. So we're trying to get all this stuff fixed up so we can take the car out to PFI. They're expecting my company. That's exactly what he said. He said, we're expecting your company. So me and my buddy Jared, I got him, I kind of pulled strings that got him in as well. We're gonna go to PFI and we're gonna get our cars. Well, I'm gonna go get my car turned up, and he wants to get his car turned up a little bit too, so he can make 6. I'm trying to make more than 6. Holy shit, it's a bee in there. See if you can see it. Oh look, it's a bee in there. It's dead, but it's a bee in there. Looked like a wasp actually. But I'm trying to go get my car turned up, and then he's trying to get his car turned up a little bit so he can make 6. He's still on stock motor, I'm on built motor, so it's not really wise for him to get it turned up a lot. So we're trying to get it turned up. Hopefully my car makes a lot. Jesus, when did this happen? What in the world? My fender's like bent. When was this? Oh God. Hopefully hook something in there and pull it out, but I don't remember my fender being bent. What the hell? But other than that, like I said, it was we're just gonna go get our cars turned up. But lost train of thought because I'm trying to see where the fuck my fender got bent. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video, man. So talk to y'all later. Peace.